How do you become a confident intuitive? Well, I'm answering that question and giving so much more information in a recent mini guide that I developed and I'm offering you for free. So I encourage you to grab that mini guidebook. It's a PDF download, and we're going to walk through it on my YouTube channel in mid-February. Until then, the people that make their submissions and ask for that guide, I also ask them a question. I say, well, what is your biggest struggle with intuition? I'm going to answer those questions for you now, basically, up until that time point, until we go over basically 4 different lessons, 4 different points of interest in becoming a confident intuitive, such as, how do I trust my intuition, right? How do I know what my intuition is? How do I distinguish how my intuition is impacting my reality? And so much more. But a lot of times people talk about having to act on their intuitive hits immediately. Like if I don't act on it immediately, somehow it becomes invalid, or I've lost my opportunity, or, something has gone wrong. I want to encourage you to think about timing differently. And if you get an intuitive hit, and I'm kind of thinking as I'm going through this, but I also encourage you to define intuition for yourself and take that opportunity to define it seriously and figure out what it means to you, because how you're defining it is either enhancing or limiting your experience with it. So give it a literal definition, write it down on a piece of paper. I think intuition is, or intuition feels like for me, and then you're going to see how you're defining it. A lot of times we're defining it in a context that limits our actual awareness of intuitive ideas as they come through. They come through in a multiplicity of ways. So if you're only defining it as a gut feeling, if you're only defining it as something that happens in dreams, if you're defining it as something I have to take action on immediately, and if I don't, it becomes invalidated, that's going to affect your experience. So when you think about the idea of acting on your intuition immediately, I want to encourage you to soften that a little bit in terms of the timing or the idea of immediately. When you get an intuitive hit, know that information or that guidance is true and valid no matter when you take action. Many times we get these intuitive hits and we don't need to take action immediately, because what we would like to have happen is to have an opportunity to take action on it based on this concept called synchronicity. Synchronicity is the organizing principle of the universe, and it is bringing you opportunities. So know that when you get that intuitive hit, you don't have to take action immediately. That doesn't invalidate it when you don't. The information holds constant and true no matter the timing of it, no matter when you take action on it. And in fact, oftentimes it's more interesting to not take action on it immediately and to wait for synchronicity to bring you an opportunity to take action on it and have awareness about what's happening. So instead of operating sporadically and believing you have to take action immediately, I have to do it now, or somehow the information's negated or my opportunity is missed, those are all false premises. Those don't actually, it isn't actually how the universe operates. So know that you don't have to take action immediately. You can, if the opportunity presents itself right after you get that intuitive hit. But don't panic if you don't have the opportunity. Let's say you get intuitive information in a dream and you just don't have the opportunity to take action for a week or 2. Totally good. It is as strong of an intuitive hit, even if you wait 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months. The timing of it is almost irrelevant. What's more important is you feeling confident that information is your intuition communicating with you, and you feeling solid that it doesn't matter the timing. It doesn't need to happen immediately for it to be really good information for you to follow up on.